Happy New Year, YouTube. We're back from our seasonal hiatus, and I hope you guys all had a great Festivus, seasonal greetings, a happy pronoun. And I mean absolutely no offense here. That last one's just a reference point, so don't go rage baiting yourselves. I could use a little more drama in my comments. I'm just a middle-aged hermit and his dog living in the middle of the woods, hoping you're all thriving, no matter how you identify. So what's up with the knife, you ask? It's actually part of a 3-part mini-series where we released all 3 right now on the infamous tracker knife. Its etymology, where to find it cheap and for good quality, its appearance in a motion picture a few years ago that kicked off all of its fame and glory. And if there's one thing that's blatant about it, it's that it definitely has a unique and interesting design. We're still gonna need that. So interesting and unique, in fact, that most people don't understand its multi-purpose functions. So one of those videos is a full tutorial on all of those aspects of the knife. So if you feel like supporting the channel just after this Festivus, you're interested in the tracker knife, be sure to check out those videos that'll be linked in the description and at the end of this video. Something a lot of connoisseurs and people that are interested in the knife in general talk about is exactly how to sharpen this strange design. It does come off looking fairly awkward in that regard. I wonder if people have figured out that we're just kind of walking aimlessly in the woods with no real purpose than just to film. In any case, our hands and paws are getting mighty cold, so let's head back into the cabin and talk a little bit about sharpening this guy. Is there gonna be a weird break in this now? I think I already will probably have done the intro. Okay, well, here's this.
Hunger. The fox you lug over your shoulder in a dark sack has cut a hole with a knife and escaped. The sudden lightness makes you think you are stronger as you walk back to your small cottage through a forest that covers the world.
Still with us? Okay, good, I'm glad. The Big Cat tracker with its D2 steel and high chromium content doesn't require much sharpening, just more of a maintenance kind of situation with a strop. But we won't be using pretty little floppy strop for this guy. And the type of tool it is, we're gonna be after something a little bit more sturdy. Now, if you don't have a hard strop, you could go ahead and jump on Amazon and pick one up there. They are on sale right now, and we'll link that in the description. But as you can see, they're pretty much just wood, leather, and compound, so they're not that hard to make, given that you have the materials and supplies handy. You'll need some fair quality leather, at least 2 feet by 8 inches wide, ye old wood glue, and a nice smooth board at least 4 inches wide, let's call it a foot long. Now you're going to trace out your pattern with your board onto the leather. And you're going to be doing both sides of the board, so be sure to make double patterns. Go ahead and lay everything out, and let's get to cutting. Make some nice bright squiggly little glue lines. Spread it all smooth. Now you're going to go and apply your leather smooth side up. You're going to make sure it's nice and firm, and then we're going to flip this over and do the exact same thing, only we're going to do the rough side up. Then we're going to go ahead and clamp it and let it dry. Adhesion times vary, so pay attention to what it says on your container. Now, given that this blade carries a duality to its edge, its belly, its quarter round, and then this little guy here, we're going to take and find us a stick, and we're going to turn it into a strop as well. Now, if you don't have leather or you're running low, you can always glue up your stick, wrap it in packing foam. Find yourself some medium-grade sandpaper. Glue that down over top of the packing foam and zip tie it up. And maybe throw on some elastics for some safe measure. If you're just using leather, you can skip the packing foam. Let it dry, adhesion times apply. Regardless whether you've made this at home or you've ordered one, your flat strop is going to have a soft leather side and then the coarse leather side. What you're going to want to do is take your red oxide compound and apply a whole bunch of it, but just to the coarser side, because you want the other side just smooth for a final buffing. And apply a whole bunch to it. This part of the strop is going to be where you're sharpening the big belly on your tracker knife. This other one, the cylindrical guy, you're going to add compound to that as well. And that's going to be what's going to get into this little quarter round in here. And we'll get into the actual sharpening part, but once these knives are actually sharpened, they're a lot easier to just maintain with the compound, just requiring some fine honing and tuning with the compound on the strops. And there are a variety of other compounds. I know that the Jeweler's Rouge, or the red compound, is actually iron oxide. I don't remember offhand what the black, white, or green compounds are actually consistent of, but everyone has their own preference. Now, this guy hasn't really been used very much. We did buy it and it came pretty razor out of the box and well oiled. You'll have to check out the other videos for some information on what went on with that. But before we get into the stropping technique, we should probably talk a little bit about sharpening if you've gotten the edge that dull and need to start from kind of the beginning. So if you've used the crap out of this thing, it's super dull and you need to resharpen it, you're going to find yourself a cylindrical porcelain or diamond sharpener. And you just follow along the edge right into that quarter round. And you don't really need to be all that delicate. Just let it snap off the edge there. It's not going to do any harm. But as I say, this guy is quite sharp still, so we don't even need to be doing this. As far as the maintenance goes, you just want to take your stick strop and, same as sharpening, a little more delicately, go into that quarter round and follow it through so you get that nice ASMR sound. And for maintaining the belly, hold your strop however makes sense to you. I'm just doing it this way for the camera setup, and just drag that blade away from the edge, up, and then down on the strop. This will keep your edge nicely maintained, and if you do it, not even necessarily after every use, but it's a good idea to, it'll maintain its sharpness. And the only time you'll ever need to actually go in with a sharpener is if you incur some nicks within the blade that you need to rectify. And then just go in and sharpen it, strop it afterwards. You'll be good to go. And there you have it. Your stupidly sharp tracker knife. See you guys next time. And don't forget to check out these two videos on the history and background of the tracker knife, as well as the big cat tracker knife featured in these videos.